Social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they're not just platforms. They're not just apps on your phone. They are psychological experiments, controlled simulations, devices of surveillance, and you don't even realize you're in it. These platforms were designed by the watchers, by the parasites who rule this synthetic reality, to observe, track, and neutralize anyone who begins to wake up. They are not passive tools. They are active filters, measuring who is asleep, who is docile, who is distracted, and who's becoming dangerous. Because real power doesn't come from popularity. It comes from inner knowing. And those of us who have that knowing, we've become a problem to the system. Social media is the perfect trap. It gives the illusion of expression, while rewarding only those who serve its agenda. And at the same time, it empowers the mediocre to become gatekeepers. These low vibrational influencers, these trendy talking heads, these people chasing fame and clout, they ain't about truth. They're about validation. But let me tell you something. Real ones don't chase validation. We went within. We cracked the code. So I'm not here for approval. I'm not here for your applause. I've shown the world who I am multiple times, and I've paid the price every time I did. This ain't about my face or my voice anymore. It's about the frequency. I became the message. I don't need a stage to speak the truth. I don't need my image circulating on screens. I became a ghost in this matrix, silent but present, invisible but unavoidable. Because once you see through the game, you move different. Now let's talk about the ones who don't want you to move different. Let's talk about the shells. You ever look at someone scrolling endlessly on their phone and wonder who's really in control? Because I'm telling you, a lot of these people out here, they're not even themselves anymore. They become shells for lower vibrational entities. Occupied bodies, walking around, absorbing energy, projecting confusion, and reinforcing the very system that's draining them. You know what I see when I walk into a room sometimes? A bunch of souls with no signal. People glowing from their screens but dark inside. Because the light from their phone is the only light they respond to now. And the craziest part? Most of them don't even know it. They call it entertainment. They call it staying informed. But what they're really doing is staying plugged into the synthetic grid. Social media has replaced intuition. It has replaced real connection. And the worst part, it has turned regular people into resistors of truth. People nowadays act like they'll melt if they press the share button on a real message. They see your post, they hear your voice, they feel your frequency, but they scroll right past it on purpose. Why? Because they're scared of what you represent. They're scared of what it'll say about them if they amplify a real one. You know what I'm talking about. They'll share 10 videos from celebrities who don't know they exist, but they won't hit like on your post, even though you changed their life. You know how many people done took my messages, my teachings, my breakdowns, and rebranded them as their own? Things that took me months, even years to compile. They just borrowed it, took it, flipped it, posted it, got love off it, and never once said, yo, I got this from Micah. Nah, that would be too real, because they want to be me, but they don't want to honor me. This digital age has created truth siphoners, people who steal light and never give it back. And these are the same people who will act like your friend, smile in your face, laugh at your jokes, but deep down, they're keeping score. You can always tell by the silence, by the hidden likes, by the fact that they never push anything you do. Why? Because they can't stand the idea of you shining brighter than them. They don't support you because they see you as competition. This is what happens when truth becomes monetized. Social media gave birth to synthetic friendships and digital narcissism. It became a marketplace for validation, a theater for performance, a trap for anyone with something real to say. I went years without showing my face. People knew me through my frequency, through my tone, my message, my presence. It wasn't until I posted that first image, me with the feathers, that people saw my face. And when they did, that's when the envy hit. That's when the shadows got louder. But I learned from that. I learned how to move ghost-like, and now I'm more dangerous than ever, because now I see energy first. The ones who don't like you will never say it. They'll just stay quiet and hope you fade out. But they forget. Real light don't dim for shadows. You ever seen someone who posts only themselves? Every post, every clip, every selfie. That's vanity. That's a hunger that can't be filled. They don't care about the truth. They care about the spotlight. And that spotlight is a drug. But me, I'm not interested in performance. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to wake the dead. Resistors think they can starve us by not liking our posts, by not engaging, by staying silent. But all they do is create monsters, because the more they ignore us, the deeper we dig, the quieter we get, the more potent we become. I've become a frequency. You can't cancel that. You can't block it. You can't ignore it when it's woven into the grid. And here's what else I learned. Silence scares the hell out of synthetic people. They can't handle solitude. They need noise, attention, stimulation. So when you go quiet, they panic. They'll check on you, not because they care, but because they're nosy. They need to know what you're doing when they can't monitor you. That's why I'm severing connections. Real talk, a lot of people out here have been spiritually hijacked. They let parasites in through their vices, through unhealed wounds, through their addictions. And now, they can't be trusted. They'll smile in your face and try to drag you into their pit. They've already given up their soul, and now they want yours too. You gotta stay sharp, stay grounded, stay away from people who don't love themselves, because they damn sure can't love you. You ever notice how people test you right after they hit rock bottom? They done wrecked their own life, and now they want to merge with yours. You better guard your energy like it's a sacred flame. This world is filled with distractors, people who move irresponsible, people who reject accountability, people who live in illusions and call it vibes. These are the ones the watchers love, the ones they recruit, the ones they platform. And they'll dress it up in crystals, astrology, and rituals. But underneath, they're empty. And if you let them close, they'll drain you dry. So I'm telling you this as a warning, as a brother, as a voice from the frequency. Be mindful of who you connect to. This is a war of spirits now, and not everyone who looks like a person is still a person. Move with purpose, move with memory, and never apologize for the light inside you. Because the parasites, they already know who you are. Now it's time you did too.